Welcome into the Brooks Bench with your host, Brooke, aka Shiggy, and my co-host, Megan.
What's up?
If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, follow us on all social media at the Brooks Bench, and join our Discord link in the description. You guys are here for our semifinals recap and finals preview. Man, we have a lot to discuss, Meg.
hmm
We'll start off a little slow because I know when the last time we came out with the show, we went over the awards. So I want to just follow up with that. Asia ended up winning the MVP. It wasn't even close. She had 51 of the first place votes. Collier had 18. Thomas 3. Shocked, surprised, thoughts?
A little shocked that it wasn't closer.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, Collier missing that time really affected and Asia went on a tear when then with the Aces going on that win streak. So
Yeah. Agreed.
yeah.
I'm not surprised.
hmm
Sixth player of the year ended up being Nas, 44 votes. And, Hyman actually had 22.
hmm
And then Shepard ended with 4. All rookie team was announced. Paige, Kiki, Sonia, Dominique, and Janelle Salon. I didn't get your thoughts about the rookie team actually. What are your thoughts of the all rookie team?
I think that's pretty fair. The Monique from Phoenix, I
I
think
know
was a little overlooked. I think there were a lot of good rookies this
there
year,
were a lot
honestly.
of good rookies this year.
Um, so I mean, there's a few that I think that got semi overlooked, but I mean, that's a strong five.
It's a very strong five. Monique Akol That was who
Yep.
I thought could have made this list. I really
hmm
think. I know Anissa Morrow, came on strong late. Sanaya Rivers had a really good season. Layla Khan. I mean, she
Yeah.
came later though. So, but yeah, a lot of good rookies. The all defensive team was supposed to be announced today, but it was not, maybe because of the
hmm
controversies going on. October 7th, the all WNBA first team and second team will be announced, and then Rookie of the Year is still to be determined. So we'll keep you guys updated on that. So let's start off with a recap. We'll start it off with the Phoenix Mercury versus the Minnesota Lynx series. And Meg, you called it. You didn't call it, in game 4, but you did say Mercury was going to take the series.
hmm
Obviously, Lynx without Collier in game 4
hmm
and without Cheryl Reeves in game 4. So that
Yeah.
has a little something to do with it.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, Phoenix, they looked really, really good.
Yeah.
I mean, what are your takeaways from the series?
I mean, like you said, I think I really predicted it. I think
Hmm.
like they gelled at the right time, like I thought would happen. I mean,
Yeah.
I was unsure. I was unsure. I mean, we got to give it to Link. Like they are a solid team. But they unfortunately dealt with some injuries down the stretch, and then they lost their coach in the last game.
Hmm.
So things worked out for Phoenix. They did get some calls that went their way a lot in this series. But other than that, I mean, you got to give it to him. Alyssa Thomas played a great series, and she had a lot of help. A lot of people stepped up. So,
Hmm. I will say, I mean, really, what Minnesota fumbled the bag in that game too.
hmm
Um, they led by 20.
yeah.
Phoenix came back and forced overtime and won.
hmm And
Like,
that three was
oh
clutch
my
by
God, Sammy
Wickham.
Wickham,
Like
bro,
that was wow,
so nasty.
just
Yeah,
wow.
that game right there was like, oh, for
Yeah.
me, I was like, oh, Phoenix has that
Sometimes when
grit.
things work out because she remembered like just the way that whole play took place, like she
Yeah,
missed, they got the rebound, and she was able to get in and then took a dribble to the left to then get it off. It's just like some
yeah,
things like when they happen, it's just like it was supposed to happen like that.
yeah,
There was nothing you could have changed,
yeah.
but
But I mean, they're all the big three: Kalia
yeah.
Copper, Satou, Alyssa Thomas, all hitting, all on the same
hmm
page. Sammy Whitcomb
hmm
killing it. DeWanna Bonner. Bonner is
hmm
killing it right now. Um, it's just everything is clicking for them. We all knew they had the adversity early on in the season. Uh, they didn't have a lot of time to gel, but like you said, gelling at the right time.
hmm
It seems like it's happening. I mean, I had said that game 2 for Minnesota really said a lot, but do you
Yeah.
think Minnesota losing that game 2, like that was the decider? Like, were you more confident in Phoenix, like just taking it all, or what?
I think no. I mean, I thought that they played well, but
Mhm.
I still thought it was still going to be a battle
Okay.
because the link. I mean, at that time, I mean, they still had Collier coming back. I mean, she wasn't injured yet. They're just so talented. You can't count them out.
Hmm. How much did that, losing Collier, losing Cheryl Reeve in the game four, like change the trajectory? Like, do you think if they were there, they win game four? Like, this is going to game five?
Um, no, I still do think that Mercury like were in their heads
Mhm.
because not only was Mercury playing great. Like they were playing great basketball. They had a lot of people stepping up, like Whitcomb again hitting clutch threes coming off the bench, really impacting the games for them. But like they were talking trash to the Lynx. They were
Dude,
getting in
AT.
their head. And that plays a huge part,
Hmm.
right? Like you're no longer just like beating them physically, but if you're tiring them out, like they were yapping every game of this series,
Hmm.
like battling to that point, going back and forth. That plays a role. I
Hmm.
mean, I feel like Lynx isn't really that team that yaps like that. And
Hmm.
you could see the frustration of like things not going their way. So they're dealing with the frustration against the refs. And then you got this person yapping in my face. Like it takes a toll on you.
Bro, just talk about AT's defense on Nafisa in
Yeah.
that game and her just smack talking
She's
her the
battling and
entire
hitting you and
game.
tiring you out and then
Just
also getting on your nerves.
yes. Yes. And it comes with experience. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. She's been through the playoffs. I mean, how many
Yeah.
years? Like, it's just was such a gritty series from
Mhm.
Phoenix. Obviously, Nafisa got hurt. And I feel like the question is, was that a foul, Megan?
I'm sorry, you guys. It wasn't a foul. I mean,
I'm gonna look up
whether
definition of a
so
foul.
initially it was not a foul. Nothing Alyssa Thomas did caused Nafisa to lose the ball and to hurt herself. Nothing. You can't tell me otherwise. But
Okay, not nothing.
no, I mean, no,
Wait.
Alyssa Thomas hadn't touched her before you. If you look closely, her leg, she was already going down before Alyssa even touched her. Was there contact after that? Yes.
Oh yeah, after. Yeah, yeah.
After.
Okay.
But
Okay,
what
yeah.
I want to make clear is I do not think Alyssa Thomas is the reason that Nafisa got hurt and like it was a foul that hurt
Oh no.
Collier. I
I
do not think that's the
no,
case. And
yeah.
so because of that, I think it was a good no call because she lost the ball and then when Alyssa was going for the ball and the fact that Collier was going down, yes, there was contact there, but it was a loose ball.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
the other thing is like, like when you're the play was so fast, and I don't think
yeah,
people realize how fast
yeah,
Nafisa came off when she dribbled around and
yeah,
literally it was just a bang, like how fast she was moving. And
yeah,
when she got the ball stolen from her, it's one of those where like your body's reacting to like, oh, let me try and get the ball back. And I feel
right,
like that's where that false step came in, why she hurt her
yeah.
ankle, right? And then the contact after. I mean, it was a clean steal, and then her
But
body
there
hit.
was contact
Yeah, there
after,
was contact. And then
right?
so people are back and forth on, was it a foul? Was it not? That's why Cheryl Reeves, got upset and was, ejected.
But the whole Cheryl Reese thing too, it's like people got to understand that's game three.
You have
That's
to ride for
built
your player.
built. Well, that of course,
Yeah.
but it's also her Cheryl Reese's frustration was built up from game one
Oh yeah.
to game two to game three, and then last straw, you just took out my star player. Oh, I'm going crazy. You know,
Yeah. And like I don't fault Cheryl Reeves for doing that. What the heck?
me
She has to
neither.
stand 10 toes down for
Me
that for
me
her
neither.
player. So
Me neither.
I mean, and for her it's bang bang. She's not seeing a replay of what's
Yeah.
happening. Just looks like Alyssa Thomas took out
Yeah,
Nafisa.
from
Like,
that angle,
bang bang. I was like,
of
oh dang, what
course,
happened?
yes,
Yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
course,
So I mean, go Cheryl. I mean, whatever.
yeah.
But
She went out with a bang. I do not blame her.
you see that NBA referee account came out with like them supporting the refs on that call and like what a foul is and like it wasn't a foul and yada 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 yada. I've never seen
Yeah,
an NBA Twitter ref account ever do that. I didn't even know they had their own account That was crazy. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, this is a little weird. So, okay, enough of this game. Let's go over the recap. Aces versus Fever. This was the most stressful series I've ever
This was
watched in my entire life.
scary, scary season right here.
Um, Fever taking game one. I was like, oh,
Hmm.
good job, Aces. Really fumbled that bag. Like, what are you guys doing? Home? You're home? The first
Hmm.
game? That was crazy. But Kelsey Mitchell could not be stopped.
She's a star.
Bro, just on fire. I feel like she couldn't miss. What was
Hmm.
her like? It was just beautiful.
Hmm.
Obviously, game two, Aces get it together and then blow out the Fever. Okay, we're like, okay,
Hmm.
finally, because you guys got jumped the first game.
Hmm.
Third game, you take one at home. That was a very important game
Hmm.
for the Aces to win, in my opinion. I feel like Melissa Smith really showed out in this game. Very like
Yeah, she came out
contributed.
early with
Yes,
energy. Yeah.
you contributed very well in this game. And then,
But game three was still scary. It didn't pull away till the
oh
fourth.
yeah,
That was,
no,
it had you on the edge of your seat for a while there.
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, all these games were. I mean, except game two. Game
Yeah.
two was a blowout, but all these games were stressful. Okay,
Hmm.
obviously Indiana goes to win game four, and then game five. Like, where do we even start with game
Hmm.
five? So much stuff happened. Asia Wilson went off. Jackie Young went off. Odyssey Sims. And
Hmm.
let me tell you, before the game started, Megan, who did I say the Aces needed to stop?
Yeah, Odyssey.
Odyssey Sims. I said, this is who they need to stop.
And it's
Because she
crazy because the
impacted,
game before, her and Lexi didn't do a whole lot. And then it was like not consistent. So it's hard to like know, okay, is she the one to stop? But yeah, you called it.
yes, no, because she was an X factor. Which game was it? It was game four. I want to say it was game four. Look up her stats for game four. I don't have it right here. But she played a really good game in compliment to, Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell. And I was
Hmm.
like, that's the X factor. And I was like in the beginning, I said they need to stop Odyssey Sims. Like if she
Hmm.
gets on a roll, if she's hitting, bro, she's so quick. Like we were gonna have a tough time, and we did. She had 27 points. She just looks so, so good.
Yeah,
Um,
game four, she had 18 points.
yes, the game. See, I was like, this is who they need to stop. Obviously,
Yeah.
their attention is just solely on Kelsey Mitchell. I mean, we saw how it changed after game one, and then Aaliyah
Hmm.
Boston. But it's like Odyssey Sims. Like
Hmm.
we. I mean, during the regular season, we're like, why isn't she on a roster? Why do people keep waiving her? We always say that. We always say that. We always say it. This run right here just shows that like if next season she's not on a roster like first day, like this is crazy. Like at this point, what are you doing with all the expansion teams? Like she should be first on the expansion draft. Don't know how they're gonna do it with the two teams, like who goes first or whatever. But
Right.
that's first draft pick. Okay, because man. Anyways, I got sidetracked on Odyssey Sims. Anyways, basically Odyssey Sims popped off. Okay, hence why they went to OT. She was just cooking Jewel Lloyd. Don't even get me started on that, Jewel. Okay, questionable performances. All right. But anyways, we go to OT and we went to OT because of Jewel Lloyd. I'm not gonna get past Jewel Lloyd thing. No, I will say Asia shouldn't have jumped that inbound pass. That was a little
Yeah,
like,
that was
okay, we
bad,
shouldn't have done
Brady.
that. We shouldn't have done that. But
Hmm.
also Jewel Lloyd step up in defense, okay? Like,
Hmm.
Okay, let me get over my grudge on Jewel Lloyd really quick. Okay, so Odyssey Odyssey Sims pops off. The only reason I don't even know how to start this. I feel like I'm just rambling because there's just so much that happened in this game. First, Kelsey Mitchell goes down. How do you pronounce how the what she was diagnosed with? It was the extreme cramping, and it was
Hmm.
scary. It was a scary situation because it looked like okay, it was just cramps. But then
Yeah,
when you're looking at her, we're like, that's not just cramps. And
she's
like you
in
could,
pain.
and when they try to pick her up, and she literally could not like move her legs.
Yeah,
You're like, that's something else. That's like way more serious. And then they try to
yeah.
bring out, the what's it called? The
The
cart?
cart, yeah.
Yeah. And we're like, what happened? Like it just was so sudden. So that right there.
Mhm.
Another man down for Indiana. Already injury ridden. They cut to, Steph White in the huddle saying, like, we've already dealt with this. Like,
Yeah.
we already know how to deal with this. Great speech, Steph White. That's why I thought she was going to be coach of the year this season, okay?
Yeah.
Because, dude, Steph White can
This
work her
far with
magic.
that much
Like,
adversity to get over, yeah.
what she did in this series with
Yeah.
with all the injuries and all the adversity is just crazy.
Yeah.
So now they're without Kelsey Mitchell. Then Aaliyah Boston fouls out. You're like, oh, okay, Aces clean it up. No. They said no. Mm-mm. No.
Fever had the fight in them, man.
Oh,
They
we're not gonna
didn't
do that.
care.
Odyssey Sims. What she scored? She scored like what? She just kept going
27
back and
points.
forth. No, I know, but like in the
Yeah.
last couple of minutes to force in the overtime.
Yeah.
Just
It was her and Natasha Howard.
yeah,
No
Natasha
matter what the
Howard.
Aces did, they came right back down
Yes.
bucket. Even Shea Petty, I think, hit a three
Yeah.
after Chelsea hit a three. I was
Bro, it
like,
was just
dang, they will
back.
not go away.
Yes, it was like they would not go away. And when we were talking about the Fever and our predictions, I was like, I'm not going to be surprised if Indiana forces a game five because of their heart, their scrappiness, and just their will to win. And that right there just
It
takes you over
showed.
the top. Like that showed in this series. And I believe in the interview, I think it was Rebecca Lowe. I don't know who was saying it, but they had said Becky told the team do you want to look back and be like you lost to a team that outhearted you? And that's
Yeah.
that's literally what Indiana was doing. I was
Yeah.
telling Meg the Aces didn't even look like I'm an Aces fan and they didn't look like they had that much heart. Obviously they were
Hmm.
trying. I'm not saying they weren't trying, but the passion Indiana had, like you knew they really really really
Yeah.
wanted to win this game. I think that was the
Yep.
difference. But playoff Chelsea popped off in overtime. Finally, took you all the way to this time to start, popping off. Um, but I mean, what were your takeaways from the series just in general?
I mean, it concerned me because going in, you're thinking like, Aces should have this in the bag, right? They're coming in with their full team, healthy, and Fever's gone through everything. And you look at them and you're like, man, it's just Kelsey Mitchell, Leah Boston, Natasha here and there. But I mean, for the players like Odyssey, like you said, Shea Petty, to step up the way they did is like, man, that respect to them because, and like you said to the coach, they put on a great series.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this was a great series. So hands down to Fever. That was it's so sad to see Kelsey have to exit
I
out like that
know. Oh
after
my
having
God,
an
for
amazing
real.
series. Because if they would
Yes.
have pulled that off, she's definitely like MVP of that series. Like, and probably of the whole tournament. I mean, it just shows this whole series just showed how great Kelsey Mitchell is.
Mm-hmm.
But it
Mm-hmm.
was just sad. I hope she does recover fast and it doesn't cause any like
Mm-hmm.
you know any harm to her. But yeah, great series. It does concern me going the Aces going into this next matchup.
Yeah, I do also want to shout out Lexi Hull. I feel like she really came in clutch with them, especially from the 3-point line. She hit a lot of clutch shots. Lexi Hull's always a hustler. She's always going to give you those second chance opportunities. So just a really good season for Indiana, looking back on all the adversity they had to face,
Hmm.
and just gave Aces a run for their money. I mean, with that said, looking at this series, did Indiana expose a weakness in Vegas that Phoenix can exploit?
I would say so. You're already saying it. Jewel Lloyd right now has been a weakness for them, and then the depth. I mean, they're starting right now. They're starting Bell, but her contribution's been very low.
Yeah.
So you just worry about the depth.
I really I know I joke that I'm upset with Jewel Lloyd, and I know she got us some crucial, second chance
Rebounds, yeah.
rebounds. I totally know that. I get that. But it's like, man, you make this big blockbuster trade for Jewel Lloyd, and you're expecting all the things she did with Seattle. And we haven't seen that. Like, we haven't
It
seen
is
that in this final
it
or
is
in this
wild though.
playoffs.
Like, they didn't call her the mama for a reason. Like where's that Jewel Lloyd?
And it's like the Aces need that 3-point threat.
Right.
Like they need that. And that's what
That
you would think
even
that
just
Jewel
that
Lloyd brought.
aggressive scorer threat,
Yeah.
like not even just the 3-pointer. They need that aggressive person offensively that just because having that person, even if it's the third go to on your
Mm-hmm.
rotation, just having that threat makes the defense play straight up.
Mm-hmm.
All attention right now is on Jackie and Asia,
Yeah.
all of it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
look at these score stats from every game of this series.
Mm-hmm.
They're the two. They're the ones winning these games. 30 points every like almost every
Mm-hmm.
game they're that high.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, whoo.
Yeah. Yeah, for real though, I mean, it's Aces defense has always been the Aces defense. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's where it's at. I mean, just going into it, previewing Vegas versus Phoenix. Let's start from the top. Okay, in the regular season, Aces won 3-1 head-to-head matchups. I did look at it. Kalia Copper, Satou, and Alyssa Thomas all played during these games. The game that Vegas did lose to them, they did not have Asia. When Asia played, I mean, 18 rebounds, 16 rebounds, 13 rebounds. She dominated the boards. Asia Wilson dominated each of these matchups she played in against Phoenix. Phoenix is obviously a totally different team from, even August. August 21st is the
Mm-hmm.
last time they played, right? Um, I think the Aces are favored first game, yeah. They're 4.5 point favorites. Um, what are you what are you thinking? What are your vibes going into this game?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different things to consider. I mean, the Aces just had to go a longer series than the Phoenix had to go through.
Yeah.
So this whole entire time, Phoenix has been able to rest, and they've been also been able to prepare, for this next matchup. So
Yep.
that could come into play. Aces might be a little bit more tired. I mean, when you have Jackie, Asia, and Chelsea playing practically the full game, full
Mm-hmm.
minutes, because
Yep.
when Becky gets in the crunch like this, she don't fall away from her solid like four.
Mhm. No. Yeah.
So that plays a role. That tiredness plays a role. So they're gonna really have to tap in because refreshed three-headed bulls coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I do consider that. And like you said, that when they just met up with Mercury back on August 21st, I mean, I just feel like Mercury's a different team now. They've
Mm-hmm.
been able to gel through these series to get to the finals, and I don't know, they just look good.
Mm-hmm. Who would be the X factor for each team?
I think for Mercury, it's going to be Satou. I think
Interesting.
sometimes Satou can beat herself.
Okay.
She'd get a little frustrated not hitting or something and finding her rhythm. They need her. They need her offensively and defensively. It's going to take a committee to stop Asia.
Mm.
So I think Satu is a big factor because, I would, normally I would say maybe something like a Whitcomb or Bonner, but like they've been pretty consistent through the first two series that I think it's Satu.
Okay. I mean, I would say Bonner.
Okay.
Um, they
Mm-hmm.
need their depth.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams need their depth. I
Yeah.
mean, but Bonner coming off the bench, I mean, man, that's pretty good. To say, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
DeWanna Bonner's coming off our bench. Like, sure, we say Jewel Lloyd's coming off our bench, but like, I mean,
Yeah.
DeWanna Bonner's been doing a little bit better so far, right?
Yeah.
Um, so for me, I still think it's DeWanna Bonner.
Mm-hmm.
When she's on, DeWanna, just like Liz Thomas, they'll be talking, they'll be getting in there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Alyssa Thomas is always going to be there steady. So like, there's no like Asia Wilson, like you just expect them to do good, right? But
Mm-hmm.
for the Aces though?
I mean, I'd have to
This
say
one's hard.
it, yeah, this one's a little bit harder. Because I think there's a couple people. I mean, like I said, the past couple games, it's mostly Asia and Jackie,
Yeah.
two-headed, just them two. You're getting I feel like every game, especially of this last series against Fever, there's been always one other person that like gave that push or like was the
Mm-hmm.
factor, right? Like Melissa starting that one game off the way
Mm-hmm.
she
She had a really
did.
good game.
Like, come on, that you have to say that's what contributed. Chelsea closing out that overtime game. So
Mm-hmm.
everyone outside of Jackie and Asia is the X factor. Like, if any one of them
Who
can
wants
really
to show
show
up?
up, I mean, it really, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because the difference
I
with
get what you're
Phoenix is
saying.
the other players are kind of consistently there right now. They're there. They look
They're
locked in.
aggressive. They look to score.
Yeah, they already look locked
Yes.
in. Where the Aces, I'm still looking for consistency outside of Asia and Jackie. So
Yeah.
any of them, if we could get Jewel Lloyd or just Chelsea Gray to even put up the numbers that they were doing just last year, like that
Mm-hmm.
would be an X factor in itself, right?
It's
Like why
yeah.
Chelsea? Like let's not wait until overtime to be killing, knocking down threes back to back. Like she was throwing them up like she could do this in her sleep. Like where is that earlier in the game
Yeah.
or earlier in the series? But yeah,
It's funny you said that, like all the aces or whatever is X Factor.
yeah,
Because I have like a similar answer. It's gonna be like who wants to step up on the bench. But I
yeah.
mean you are right. When you see that third person outside of Jackie and Asia step up, Melissa Smith,
They're more likely to win.
Dana
Yeah.
Evans has shown some good games. They're
Hmm.
more likely to win
Hmm.
because Jackie and Asia are already like, hard to stop, right?
Hmm.
So that is a very vague answer, but it's who wants to be that third head because Mercury have the three-headed monster, okay?
Yeah.
We need to be who's going to be the three-headed monster? The third monster. We have the two. Who's going to be the third? Um, it doesn't have to be the
And
same
you
person
know,
every game, but there has to be someone else, right?
hmm, agreed.
I mean, if Jewel wants to show up for me, I really think it's Chelsea Gray. If Chelsea Gray can get back to playoff Chelsea Gray, I think it'd be enough to
Hmm.
be like, all right, we can do this. We can win it all. So if I had to choose one, I would love to see Chelsea Gray back at it. Her spin away her spinning fade away. I was trying to combine all the
Yeah.
words into one. I just need to see the jumper. I need to see the fadeaway jumper. I need to see it again.
Well, I expect to see a chippy game
Oh my God.
because I don't see the Phoenix changing up the way. I mean,
I don't know. I
if you
want to take
saw
that
being
back.
chippy getting in their head, I honestly I think it worked in their favor. I can see them trying that same tactic, and the Aces have to maintain like things
I
aren't going their way, not getting frustrated and keeping their mindsets and staying locked in.
Yeah, no, I really see like I was telling you I think the other day like is AT really gonna talk like that to Asia? And I'm like, I mean
I don't
sure,
know.
but like I don't know. Like the way she talked to Fee, I was like, oh my God,
Or like
she's
or
like little
Copper when
babying
she
you.
was
I was like,
all in.
what?
Yeah.
I
Or
don't
when
know if she'd
Copper.
do that to Asia. Like I want to see that. I'm like, what will she
Yeah,
say?
I don't
Like
know.
I don't know. I don't know, but I don't know if she could body Asia like she did in the face. Bro, she was bodying her, bro. That was crazy.
But then
Um,
I mean Copper and was going at
Courtney Williams. But that
Courtney
was
Williams.
funny
So
though. They were joking. They were
no,
literally
yeah,
laughing
yeah.
at each
I
other.
mean, come on. At the end of
Yeah.
the day, we know these players like they're just being
Oh yeah.
competitive. This
Yeah.
is not a personal thing, but it
No.
does bring another factor to the
It
game. Like,
does. It's
can you
like
keep your cool?
frustration. Yeah.
Because when things aren't going well and someone's chipping at you, it affects you. And that's a strategy. It really is a strategy. In AT, they tell you all, I know you guys all look at social media. Every player in the W says AT's the person that talks the most on the
Most
floor.
trash. Yeah.
And I bet the runner up is Copper.
Maybe in this series. I don't know.
Well, come on, before injury, Copper is up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting. I think
Um.
it's going to be entertaining.
Well, this series is the first year it's gonna go a full seven series.
Hmm.
So it'll be two at Aces, two at Phoenix, one Aces, one Phoenix, one Aces. With that said, Meg, it's time to make your prediction. Who
But
wins
hold on,
it
real
and in
quick.
how many
One more thing
games? Oh
before we make this
man.
prediction. One more thing. I'm sorry, Aces fans out there in Vegas. Y'all need to bring it more.
Oh, the crowd.
If I see
Yikes.
another home game when you guys are quiet, like
Yeah,
what
it's
are
not
you
the
guys
vibe.
doing out there? That is not going to help the Aces win. I'm telling you
Bro,
right
and you know
now.
what's
Y'all need
crazy?
to bring it.
Yeah.
Oh my
You know
gosh.
what's crazy though? We went to Aces games when they used to be lit, like heck
Yes.
loud. I don't know if it's just the TV mics, but it don't look that lit. Like we've been to like what a
I don't
couple
think it is
games
because
and
people are
it used to
sitting.
be lit. But I
Just in
mean,
this last little bit of the Fever game, people didn't really start screaming and stuff
I
until
know.
overtime.
I know. But that's why, like, with Phoenix, though, like, that's why they call their fans the X Factor. Bro, it's
Yep.
popping in Phoenix. Like, they get loud. That's
Yeah.
why I was like, when we were talking about that Minnesota series, I was like, man, you guys are insulting the X Factor because they get lit. Like, that
Uh-huh.
home court advantage is
Uh-huh.
no joke. We don't
Yeah.
have a lot of Phoenix fans that are subscribers, I don't think, because I don't see a lot, but man, they're lit for real.
Uh-huh.
Um, okay, Meg, you have to make a prediction, though. Who wins how many games? And
Man, I'm gonna
I do want to preface Megan's preseason prediction was Vegas, mid-season prediction was still Vegas, and then came back and tripled down that it was going to be Vegas before playoffs started. So go ahead, Megan. Because you did. And me and Brooke were Vegas fans, and we were like, "Ah." We were hesitant. And Megan was the only one that believed in the Aces. And now, because I'm saying this, I already knew she was going to switch. So I just wanted to preface that Megan is going to bail out after literally riding for the Aces since preseason. And if any of you know her, she always goes against the Aces. So I just wanted to preface that. Okay,
so
go
why
ahead,
change
Meg.
up this time?
Because I know you're not going to pick the Aces. So go
All right,
ahead.
listen. All right. This one's hard for me, guys, because I'm like beyond happy that Mercury has was able to beat the Link and make it this far. And so all of me wants to go Phoenix, but I'm not gonna lie though. I really like something is telling me that the Aces are gonna
That's
win.
such a lie.
I swear. I swear. Something is really telling me that the
I'm
Aces are gonna win. But
flabbergasted.
I have to say though, when I'm watching this series, I am gonna be cheering for Phoenix. I'm all in on Phoenix. I'm probably
Then why
going to be
don't you
wearing my
just predict
Diana
them?
Taurasi jersey.
Why don't you just predict them?
I will, but I'm yeah. I'll go with Phoenix because I'm going to be cheering for them.
In how many
I want
games?
AT to get a championship
I
at
know.
this point,
Yeah.
so
In how many
I'm gonna go
games?
all in. I'm gonna say 5 because then that would make it where they
5?
right because that would make it where they win in Phoenix because it goes 2.
Dude, no, that's bad math. It would be in 6.
You know math I'm not good at, but then that would mean they would win. No, it would have to go all 7.
No, all 7 would be back in the Aces home full.
Well, then 6. What is it where they win in Phoenix?
Game 6.
6, yes, game 6. You know, I'm not good with that math, math.
Oh my God. Okay, so
Game
Phoenix and
6.
6.
Yeah, because it's going to be that X factor. They're going
And
to do
it's
it in
not
their
even
home
you're
arena.
that's crazy. You're not even gonna go all 7 and you think the Aces are gonna win, but you're gonna cheer for Phoenix. That doesn't make
Yeah,
sense. You don't go all 7 then. So it's not
nah,
gonna be that close then.
no, it's going to be close, but it's going to end in Phoenix. And I'll be wearing my Diana Taurasi jersey.
Anyways, so I'm gonna go with my opinion. So, anyways, as an Aces fan, as many of you know, my heart really wants to go the
Sometimes.
Aces. I'm terrified of Phoenix. I'm pretty sure in the midseason I said Phoenix could win it all healthy, gelling. They're gritty, good on defense. Like it concerns me. I think Phoenix could outshoot Las Vegas. Like all these positives for Phoenix. But like the Aces have Asia Wilson, the
Okay.
MVP.
The MVP, the
And I'm an Aces
four-time
fan.
MVP.
Now, if the Aces still had Kelsey Plum, this would be a no-brainer. Aces in 5. No, it's fine.
Aces in 5.
But I just like I can't even confidently say it. I'm gonna go Aces in 7.
Hmm.
Not even confident in it though. Like I'm like if Phoenix wins, as an ace, I don't care. I really like AT. I think she's been snubbed MVP so many times. For her to
Uh-huh.
get a championship, I think is a cherry on top to her career. And like I think that's what I'm struggling with inside of me. Like I'm like, ugh. Like I really do like AT. I think she's a phenomenal player. Um, but I'm an Aces fan, so like why would I go against Aces? But I think this is gonna be like the hardest series. This is gonna be great. Like I'm so excited. No, I'm not. I'm not excited actually. I'm stressed out. Like I could throw up right now. Is that
Listen,
accurate? Do you feel like that?
I do feel
Why
that
do
way
you think the
because
Aces could win though, for real? Like
you know what though? There's something about being there before. Like we've been here
yeah.
before. And yes, it's a
Phoenix
different
has
team as
experience.
far
Phoenix has players that have been
this is but if you really look at it,
like
Phoenix is a brand new
together.
team together. Yeah. They all have their experience like Bonner, AT, like they all have experience. Not really
Copper,
Satou,
Finals
but Copper.
MVP.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they've had experience but now together. But I feel like I don't know. The Aces just have a little bit of upside. I mean, you got three starters and a coach that have been winning together. They've been here
Yeah,
before together. So I
yeah.
just feel like that gives an edge. And you know, you do have the MVP on your team. But I will say this: although there's something that's saying the Aces are going to win, I am going to say Phoenix and ride with that. And when Phoenix wins and AT gets, you
When
know,
Phoenix wins,
when
okay.
Phoenix wins and AT gets the MVP of the finals, I'll be satisfied.
I might cry. I might cry for her. I might
Happy
shed a
tears.
tear. No, yeah. Like
Yeah, she's deserving,
I know,
and
but I'm
I and
still
I
gonna
will
be
be
rooting for the
happy.
Aces. Every fiber of my being will be rooting for the
Shout out
Aces.
Maryland Terps.
Go Terps! If you follow us in college, Megan loves her Terps.
Yeah, let's
Anyways,
go.
let us know who you guys think is gonna take it all. It's gonna be a stressful, stressful, stressful series. But yeah, can't wait. We'll have our recap of the finals when it's all said and done. And we have our reactions, my tears, Megan's happiness. We'll see. You guys will get our genuine reactions after the final series. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We do appreciate you guys' support. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll be back soon. Peace, guys.
Peace.